Hi there, my name is Bhavesh, and here is my exploration on emerging professional identity in relation to my role as an early childhood educator and leadership in early childhood education and care. In today's presentation, I will talk about leadership style that goes with my belief, the professional framework for my work, the responsibility that I have to the children, families, and my fellow colleague, and how leadership kind of impact me at a practical level. Further, I will explore my evolving leadership understanding and set out my vision as an early childhood professional in year ahead. So let's get started. So my leadership approach strategy that I have selected is pedagogical leadership, since it has a close ties with children development and education. So pedagogical leadership is like kind of associated with effort made to improve teaching practice and kind of help um, teacher to reflect on their own practice, like in order to improve outcome for children. Like I kind of support this style of leadership since it puts the interest of children first and it linked to daily teaching practice. This also suits my vision as an ECT. Pedagogical leadership in the content of ECEC does not only involve room management but rather include leading curriculum, decision making, and kind of helping educators think about their practice using evidence like the children development, foster continuous improvement like that. And as an aspiring early childhood educator like myself, believe that pedagogical leadership can play a practical role in improving children's lives. Well, in terms of leadership decision making, I rely on three major professional framework, which is EYLF, NQS, and ECA Code of Ethics. The first framework, EYLF version 2, which kind of regard children as component and capable learner. Like this framework speak about belonging, being, and becoming, and also mention such important aspect of teaching as relationship play-based learning, reflection, and collaboration. This idea reflects my understanding that leadership must focus on learning experience of children, like as well as quality area 7 of NQS focus on leadership and governance, like among other aspect. Of course, the framework kind of stress the significance of creating a positive organization culture, like positive development and continuous improvement to the service. Lastly, ECA Code of Ethics encourage making ethical decision in line with the role of an educator. Like it kind of promote building relationship based on respect and advocating for right of children. And on top of that, it is worth mentioning that Code of Ethics emphasize the responsibility of educator toward children, their families, and their fellow colleagues. And as a new early childhood educator, I know that leadership kind of mean more than setting direction. In early childhood practice, it kind of involve establishing positive relationship with children, family, and the colleagues. Firstly, like I commit to children by valuing their right and agency, like supporting their safety, well-being, and inclusion, like providing play-based learning experience that will kind of promote their growth and development. I believe that children have the right to be heard and include in the process of the learning. Secondly, I kind of commit to family by forming a positive relationship based on mutual trust. Like I will maintain open communication and appreciate the wealth of knowledge, experience, and the cultural heritage of the parents that they will provide when working with children. And finally, I'll commit to the colleagues by working together with them to kind of plan to make important decisions like concentrating learning and development of children. Like my relationship with colleague will be respectful and will kind of allow me to engage in reflection and continuous professional development. And this value kind of stem from ECA Code of Ethics and will serve as a guideline for creating positive relationship and achieving good results. The way I can implement this in a practice is like, firstly, when I make a decision in my practice on day-to-day basis, I will be guided by observation and interest of child. Like rather than like what I decide for them, this means like that based on the evidence of children learning progress that I have, I've created an interesting activity for them. Secondly, building strong relationship is vital for effective practice in the field of early childhood education. So therefore, communication with children, their parents or guardian or any other early childhood educator will have to be friendly. And most importantly, collaboration is essential in pedagogical leadership. So like, I will have to participate in conversation with my colleagues and share my experience with them. So to put it like that, pedagogical leadership will kind of provide an opportunity for me to make informed decision and collaborate with other educators. In terms of leadership, and it's important for ECE, this unit has definitely transformed my perspective. Like previously, I understand like leadership as occupying position of power, understanding some management tasks. It seemed to me that leadership means directing and decision making. But at the present, now I realize that leadership involves much more. As a result of my studies, I have learned that leadership kind of reflect ethics and also have a close connection to the teaching practice. Like I've been taught that anyone can be leader in their practice, demonstrating in like everything they do. Like with regard to the future, I hope to develop my communication skill, build my confidence, and be an active participant in decision regarding curriculum. And as far as my professional identity is concerned, like it is currently taking shape as a leader, like a calm, reflective, child-focused early childhood educator who kind of will lead through relationship and reflection as one professional activity. To conclude this presentation, it has kind of developed a good understanding of leadership in early childhood sector. I feel that this type of leadership which would best align with my own personal value and belief in pedagogical leadership, as it kind of focus on the need of children, like learning development and well-being in practice. The EYLF, NQS, and ECA has influenced my understanding of leadership and professionalism in field. And as an emerging early childhood educator, I am dedicated to upholding the right of children, like forming meaningful relationship with families, working in collaboration with my other colleagues, and undertaking reflective practice day by day. My vision of leadership would be practicing pedagogical leadership in a manner that it is child-centered, ethical, collaborative, and reflective. So this is the end of my presentation. This is the list of all the references that I've relied upon developing my knowledge on leadership in early childhood education. This also include earlier learning framework, national quality standard, ECA code of ethics, and other some scholarly research that I got for pedagogical leadership and my professional identity. Thank you.